Roberts has blistered it to left center field, and it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He makes it the way. And even on a dark, cloudy December day, the action is going to be bright and exciting here inside the Robbinsville Elementary School Gymnasium as we welcome you to the Grimstar Sports Network, where you are watching free live on our YouTube channel for Robbinsville and Cherokee Middle School basketball coming your way this afternoon here in Robbinsville. We're glad to have you, all of you, with us here on the Grimstar Sports Network. How you doing, Fez? Kevin Hensley with you. This is a big Smoky Mountain Conference matchup, of course, for Robbinsville. This is one of those programs, that you have circled in your program when you start out the season. You look down your schedule and you say, oh, Cherokee. Now, both teams have already traveled to Cherokee. Of course, Robbinsville went up there early in the season and unfortunately suffered a pair of losses. Hoping for a reversal of fortune tonight. I've talked with both head coaches who are very optimistic, Brittany Snyder and Jonathan Allison, that is, who are very optimistic about the outcome of tonight's games. Fans, we are about 2.5 minutes away from the start of what we call the fifth quarter. That's a 5-minute running clock where you let some of your reserves get some basketball work in. And then, of course, it'll be time for our national anthem and the starting lineups and tip-off. And we'll be set to go. The girls are warming up right now right off the floor down below us here in the Robbinsville Elementary School gym, home of the Robbinsville Middle School basketball program. Yes, I had that right. We're going to go to the floor now, fans. We thank all of you for joining us, and we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. But while Starting on our first business with Cherokee, the legend review. Number 1, Henry Sandler. Number 2, Bell. Number 10, Austin Cherokee. Number 12, Maya Moxley. And number 24, Echo Moxley. Number 12, Leah Wolf. Number 20, Ella Downs. Number 21, Avery Driver. Number 22, Maya Winfrey. And number 24, Bailey Chickle. Tip-off is out of the way, and we are underway as we're back live here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Kevin Henson with you for this free exclusive stream right here live on our YouTube channel. While you're here, fans, be sure to click the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications bell so you never miss a moment when we go live or upload any kind of content. You would have been alerted today as soon as we hit the word live. Had you been tuned in? How about 2 points for Aaliyah Wolf? Robbinsville strikes first. And a hard-fought rebound. Four-Killer Raby comes out with it. Swatted down on a deflection by Zaylee Chickalilly over to the right side now to Maya Lossie. And an inside kick for two will get the job done. Cherokee ties it up just as quickly as it falls behind here in the first quarter. And the ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by, looks like Miss Winfrey. So it will be a Cherokee inbound. Think about it, fans. Lady Braves basketball is a huge threat, not just in Western North Carolina, but statewide. How about a three-pointer coming off the hot hands of Echo Lossie, number 24. And Cherokee will make it a 5-2 ball game here in the first quarter. And Ellen Elms dives in for it. And it looks like it will be Maya Lossie to inbound it. All plucked away by Leah Wolf for the Lady Knights. Ellen Elms tries to clean it up after it comes loose for a moment. Nothing doing. Rebounded by the Lady Braves, and the ball will be close to riding out of bounds on the sideline. Won't do it, though. 5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. And 2 for Killer Raby, and Cherokee has put up a 7-2 advantage. Foul called. Some of the fans wanted a double dribble, but that's not the call that the officials gave. Instead, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back, everybody, here on GramstarSports.com. To the Gramstar Sports Network, Kevin Hensley with you for today's live YouTube free stream of Robbinsville and Cherokee Middle School basketball. The future prospects shine here on our YouTube channel. We also cover the youth sports here in Graham County. There's 2 basketball programs, Robbinsville and Snowbird, and those 2 just clashed this past Saturday, and we brought you all 6+ hours of the action live right here on YouTube. We will put up our streaming schedule as we go throughout the evening, so you'll never have an excuse to miss our broadcast, and it's always subject to change. We could pick up games. If you follow us on social media, you'll find out the latest updates on where and when we'll be streaming. How about Aaliyah Wolf with a putback for Robbinsville? She's handled all the offense so far for the hosting Lady Knights. Long 2 will not be successful. Rebounded. Good basket pass low. And 2 for Maya Lossie, who lost her goggles for just a split second. She's good to go now. Point guard Zaylee Chickalilly flying through the press and draws the foul. And a sub coming in for the Lady Braves. It will be Tatum Sanuki making her way out onto the court. Ellen Elms, number 20 for the Lady Knights, will be inbounding it. Aaliyah Wolf's going to tag out for a moment, catch a breather. Maya Winfrey back in the game. Chickalilly for 2 will be no good. It's rebounded. It rolls back onto the court. And Ellen Elms in a dogfight for it. And they're going to call the travel on Miss Nelms as she tried to stand up with the ball. Can't really do that from that position. 9-4 Lady Braves are in the first quarter. Boys game, of course, will follow this one. Robbinsville traveled to Cherokee on November the 18th for those road games that I mentioned earlier. How about the deflection and then a steal for Ellen Elms? But Cherokee quickly gets the bag. Boy, 4 Killer Raby, just such a quick athlete. Top peak physical condition. She's a cross-country guru, and it shows. Anyhow, as we mentioned, the Lady Knights lost 58-45 at Cherokee, and down a pair of starters. Robbinsville's boys crumbled 63-22. Both programs, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, hoping for a different outcome this afternoon. Will be a Robbinsville inbound. Ellen Elms will handle it to Miss Chickalilly right by the scorer's table. Inside feed to Zaylee for 2. Put back for 2. No dice. And a quick key. 4 Killer Raby was in position, and nobody was there to stop her. It's 11-4. And here's Miss Wolf. Back in after a quick breather. Winfrey will inbound it now. It is still Robbinsville possession. And we do have a substitute coming on the court for Cherokee that referees missed, so they stopped the game to let her in. And onward we go. 11-4 here in the first quarter. 2:39 and counting left to go in the segment. Hard deflection. I'm going to call that foul on 4-Killer Raby, and that is not going to please the Cherokee faithful in attendance. Nelms to inbound. Chickalilly's got it and uses the glass to drop it off. 11-6 here in the first quarter. Chickalilly, the starting point guard, of course, for Robbinsville. Her first points of the ball game. She's by far and away been the leading scorer this season for the Lady Knights. Foul called, and it will send Miss Raby to the line. First time tonight, she'll make her first. Cherokee now leads by 6. Robbinsville will travel to Andrews on Thursday and then say sayonara to 2024. Will not have another game until after the new year. And Miss Raby goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 7-point ball game. Nelms feeds it to Lakin Orr, who's in the game now for 3. It's going to be off. And a hard-fought rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Zachlin Chickalilly, who's also now in the game. So a good little rotation from both programs here in the first quarter. I had to let that score deceive you, fans, on the board. It's a dogfight on the court. Or Killer Raby's just going to hang out and chill. Grinding everything about the tempo down to a halt. Pass to the left side, low feed will go out of bounds. As Miss Tanuki cannot handle it. Snook, I beg your pardon. And it's inbounded by Winfrey to Chickalilly. Cherokee in a press. Robbinsville gets across half court without any trouble, but then Maya Winfrey took a stutter step and traveled. One minute left to go here in the first quarter. Cherokee's grinding things down to a halt on offense right now. No shot clock here in North Carolina, so they could dribble for 32 minutes ostensibly if they wanted to. I guess the most will be 28 minutes. Foul called as Niseko Lossie draws the foul inside. And they'll be good for 2 shots. Cherokee up by 7 at the moment. And Miss Lossie will make her first. Zachlin Chickalilly, Ellen Elms out of the game, back in. Paisley Driver and Aaliyah Wolf. 1 for 2, rebounded by Wolf, who came to play. You could tell it. Got her game face on today. Rebound snagged by Zaylee Chickalilly for 3. She's going to come up a little empty. 4-Killer Raby with a quick rebound and a break up the court. And a foul called in the paint. 20 seconds remaining in our opening period. And all of you have chosen to spend your Monday afternoon with us here on YouTube. Fans, if you don't catch this game live, don't panic. We will be saving a backup copy, and at the end of the season, we do make all of our broadcasts public for your consumption a la carte. 1 of 2 at the line goes Miss Raby. Inbound coming. Cherokee does end up getting it right at half court. Plenty of time to set up a good play here. 15 seconds left to go in the first. I want to thank our first quarter sponsor for this matchup, Blevins Insurance Agency, one of our 5 year-long sponsors. Raby tries to flick it at the buzzer, can't do it. Cherokee's opened up a 15-6 lead as we step aside on GramstarSports.com. 15-6 as we welcome you back here to the Gramstar Sports Network. It's the second quarter of action. Cherokee Robbinsville Middle School girls are duking it out this afternoon for free on YouTube. Maya Winfrey starts off the second quarter with a steal, but then mishandles the ball. So they'll jog back and try things again. And the ball squirts away. Cherokee will be able to inbound it, though. And a foul called on the floor. We'll go against Lake Kenore. Ball's rebounded by Maya Winfrey. And a foul called on the floor again. Three for Raby. No dice. Smacked away. Lady Knights and fighting for it, but another foul called. .546 left to go here in the first half. Robbinsville varsity basketball on the road this entire week. They are at Hiawassee Dam tonight. Will travel to Andrews tomorrow. That'll complete a 3-game sweep of Cherokee County schools in as many games. Of course, Murphy came to town last Friday. And then a long trip to North Buncombe awaits on Friday. We're still trying to see if we can pull off a stream from Weaverville. We'll let you guys know about that as soon as we find out from the AD, David Hines. Ball bounces off of Miss Lossie's noggin. And it looks like it will be a Robbinsville inbound. Ellen Elms flanked on the toss-in, and Zachlin Chickalilly didn't get there in time. Echo Lossie did, but it's rebounded. Missed layup. Wolf brings up the floor quick, fast, in a hurry, but coughs it up trying to pass it to Chickalilly. Zachlin Chickalilly with the rebound that time. Ella Nelms will get called for a travel. No one has scored yet here in the second quarter. Packed house as always when Cherokee travels anywhere. They take a very supportive fan base. And Robbinsville not too shabby in that department either, out on this Monday afternoon to support the hometown team. Double team pressure, ball coughed up and loose. Last touch by Cherokee, so it will be a Robbinsville inbound. It'll be Zachlin Chickalilly to inbound it. Camden Stamper back in the game. She'll try to run interference. No dice. It's inbounded as Ailey Chickalilly and a foul called. If we are unable to stream this Friday as we're crossing our fingers on, we've been trying to work on that since before the season even started, quite frankly. Then this will be our final broadcast of 2024 as well. Saw our streaming schedule just a moment ago. Zachlin Chickalilly for two. That's it down to a 7-point ball game. 3-pointers off. Chickalilly rebounds it. Foul called. The assist a moment ago, by the way, to Aaliyah Wolf. Big feed once again to Chickalilly for two. It'll be off. And the foul called as Leah Wolf was stealing the ball away. And Ellen Elms disrupts the pass, but she's got some double team pressure following her. Kicks it out. Wolf for two is going to be off. And it's a mad fight for the ball under the goal. Jump ball call. Possession will go to the Lady Braves. Gives Ellen Elms 2 steals here tonight. That's already the 15th foul for Robbinsville, so from here on out, Cherokee's going to shoot for the fences every time a foul is called. And the first one will be successful. At the line, by the way, I apologize, that is Miss Lolo Bell, number 4, shooting. And Miss Bell goes 2 for 2. Score is 17-8. Putback by Hazley Driver is going to be no good. Our first touch of the night. On the other end, Raby will get fouled by Driver as she was going up to the basket. And she's moving a little gingerly, but she'll be able to shake that off, I'm sure. Timeout called by Cherokee. And it will be a full 60-second pause. Let's take it with them, fans. Stay with us on GramStarSports.com. We are back live here from Robbinsville Elementary. You're watching the Middle School League in action. Cherokee Robbinsville duking it out this afternoon. Free of charge. That's right, fans. We don't charge for the youth or middle school coverage here in Graham County. That's a service we provide, and we also provide a service for varsity, of course, but that is part of our pay-per-view model, and of course, a portion of the proceeds from every sale when you buy a ticket to watch pay-per-view go right back to Robbinsville Athletics. Raby out of the timeout will miss her first foul shot. Still a 9-point ball game in favor of the Lady Braves. And Miss Raby will split the bill, as they say, 18-8, making her second of the evening. All batted down, stolen away by Cherokee. Moving like a well-oiled machine. Putback will be good for 2. Well, welcome aboard our second quarter sponsor, CM Supply, located off Tallulah Road here in Robbinsville. I tell you, Cherokee is very suffocating inside. They're not giving up a whole lot of second chance opportunities for Robbinsville to get a crack at it. Foul will be on the other end now, so the 20-8 lead, I should say. Stamper at the line, shooting 2. First one will be off the back of the goal, and it looks like checking in is going to be McKinley Adams. And Stamper goes 0 for 2, but she's back inside already. Rebound was snagged quickly by Bell, and now Cherokee with quick ball movement around the perimeter. All the way across the horn. L&L makes them pay for that with her third steal of the ball game. And they'll call a travel. Cherokee basketball. 2:25 left to go in the second quarter. Drive inside, no dice. Aaliyah Wolf will jerk down another board. Nelms looking for an open target. She'll find McKinley Adams. Nope, Zachlyn Chicklilly, I beg your pardon, on the left side. Chicklilly rushes in, gets the rebound. Can't get the shot off, though. Boy, Robbinsville is going to have to clean up when they do have the chance. They're going to have to get more consistent. 2 for Maya Lossie. It is now 22-8. Make it 22-10. Chicklilly gets the basket. All stolen away by McKinley Adams. And she is fouled under the basket. Leah Wolf with 4 rebounds here tonight. Definitely got the team lead for that. And she's tied with Zachlyn Chicklilly for 4 points. Robbinsville's offense struggling to get in a rhythm here in this ball game. And the ultra-talented Lady Braves are making them pay for it. .40 seconds left to go, and Cherokee's going to shoot it around the horn again. Got to run the clock down. Ellen Elms is seeing enough of the shenanigans. She's going to pick the pass off and won't be able to finish the layup. So she gets her 4th steal of the first half. Can't do anything with it. That's the kind of golden opportunities that Robbinsville cannot afford to screw up. 10 seconds left in the second. And the ball dribbles out of bounds. Clock stops with 3.8 left before halftime. Inbound three-pointer, no dice. No shot's going to get off the buzzer either. That's, in fact, going to bring it in to the first half. Cherokee leads 22-10 as we go in the locker room. We'll step aside. You're watching the Gramstar Sports Network. Third quarter is underway here on the Gramstar Sports Network as we welcome you back as 22-10 in favor of Cherokee. Glad all of you have joined us for our exclusive live stream coverage of this game. A little bit of a score correction. I had somebody marked down wrong for points in the first half. It is by far and away Aaliyah Wolf for Robbinsville with 4 points, 4 rebounds. The leading stat leader. Adding 2 to the tally at the moment, Zaylee Chickalilly, McKinley Adams, and Zachlin Chickalilly. Ball will be rebounded, and the coast-to-coast trip for Miss Chickalilly will be good for 2. 10-point ball game. And it's a dogfight for the ball. It will be Cherokee possession. Rebounded by Zaylee Chickalilly. Putback by Ellen Elms. No dice. And Hazley Driver fights for it on the floor. That'll stay with Cherokee, I beg your pardon. Excuse me. It's 22-12 with 5:18 and counting here in the third quarter. All drops out of bounds. Lady Braves will inbound it. More precisely, Miss Stamper will inbound it. Corner 2 will be airmail, rebounded by Zaylee Chickalilly, who will draw the foul as she's trying to cut up the court. Gives her 5 rebounds tonight and 4 points. Bounce pass inside. Zaylee Chickalilly fires off of her heels, and you see the end result. And drive inside, Aaliyah Wolf will snag her 5th rebound of the ball game. And it's broken up as she gets near the interior. Wolf will inbound. And that's unfortunately out of the backcourt, but they're going to let that one slide due to the inbound pressure. Timeout call, 30-second pause by Brittany Snyder. We'll be right back, everybody. Harley Contracting and Disposal is our third quarter sponsor for tonight's Lady Knights Lady Braves Middle School matchup. Putback will be off as well. That was Natalie Swimmer trying for the board. Won't be successful on cleaning it up. Rebound. Wolf with a quick heave to Chickalilly for 2. Robbinsville has cut it to an 8-point deficit. Cherokee has not scored in this quarter. Three-pointer will be off the side of the rim. Chick-a-Lily rebounds it. Ball stolen away by 4. Killer Raby showing off her quick speed. Foul called on Zachlyn Chick-a-Lily. And Miss Raby will inbound it right here below us. You see the packed crowd on hand here just on the visitor side of the gym where we're set up at, where we face the home side. See the scorer's table and the benches that way. Drive inside by Raby will be a foul. It's called on Natalie Swimmer. That'll be her first of the night. And Raby will make her first. First points for Cherokee in this quarter. One for two. Zachlyn Chick-a-Lily will be charged with inbounding it. Maya Winfrey with a nice drop off for 2. 7-point ball game. And Cherokee responds. And we're back up to a 9-point lead. Zachlyn Chick-a-Lily changes that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sister connection, the assist from Zaylee Chick-a-Lily. And looks like the offenses have woke up here in the latter part of the third quarter. Zaylee Chick-a-Lily goes in and draws the foul. That was a quick, good flurry of basketball. Offensive charge called on Zaylee Chick-a-Lily. 2:12 to go here in the third. And the ball will be off of Hazley Driver's foot. So it is a Cherokee inbound under its own basket. McKinley Adams and Ella Nelves in. Zaylee Chick-a-Lily and Natalie Swimmer out. Ball rolls across the rim, but not in it. Maya Winfrey called for a walk as she was trying to gather her bearings. A little too much for the officials' comfort. Marsha Davis and Pee-wee Davis, no relation, are your officials for tonight's games. Rebound pulled down by Leah Wolf. And she'll go coast to coast with it. Cut it back to 7 points. Now gives Wolf 6 points and 7 rebounds in this ball game. And Cherokee's grinding things down again. Nothing cute, nothing fancy with 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Try to make Robbinsville change up its defense. And finally some movement on the perimeter. 5 feet across the stamper. Ball hits off the side of the rim. Foul is called. It was called on the floor, and yet Miss Stamper is going to the basket. It is 5 team fouls, though, on Robbinsville in his third quarter. And the people at the score table let him know that, so the free throw formation was correct to start with. And we'll finally get it set up once again. Stamper will make her first. And it's a 1-for-2 trip. Ellen Elms rebounds it. 26 seconds to go. Foul called. Raby and most of the Braves fans here in attendance thought it was a clean block. Aaliyah Wolf will visit the foul line now. Their first time there tonight. If I'm looking over my stat sheet correctly, it's the first time a Robbinsville player has been to the foul line tonight. Otherwise, it's been Cherokee shooting free throws. 0-for-2 trip for Wolf, rebounded by Cherokee. And the offensive charge calls. Raby plows over Ellen Elms, and she was well set at that point. So that'll turn the ball back over to Robbinsville. Elms takes a bump for the betterment of the team. And that has led to some animated discussions over on the bench. Call will stand. Wolf goes up the floor. And we've got another pickoff. And there's some vindication for the Cherokee faithful. 10-point ball game. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Winfrey trying to find some quick open room. Travel calls. And that will end the rush. Robbinsville has outscored Cherokee 10-8 in this quarter. But it does not matter, because the deficit is what it is. It's 30-20 Lady Braves after 3 quarters of basketball here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Gramstar Sports Network. We're starting in a mad rush. Ten-point ball game. Lady Braves have the lead. Our fourth quarter sponsor, Lulay's Graphic Design in Andrews. Leah Wolf gets the rebound. And a hard collision as the transfer not good. Raby will draw the foul on the steal. Raby makes her first. And the rebound by Ellen Elms. 1 of 2 trips to the line. Apologize, fans. Our scoreboard's not updating as quickly as it should. It is 31-20. Cherokee trying to find a good open spot here. Loader put up, rebound put up. Braves strike for two. Ellen Elms under some heavy pressure. Raby will pick up the stray ball. Drives to the other end. Foul called on Ellen Elms. It is 33-20 despite what our scoreboard says. Full 60-second timeout called here on GramStarSports.com. Fans, welcome back. We have removed the scoreboard because it's not keeping up with the proceedings. And four-killer Raby will clean up her own missed foul shot and get two more on the board for Cherokee. 35-20 is the score. 4:39 to go. Three-pointer for Zaylee Chicklily's off, rebounded by the Braves. And a quick deposit will give Cherokee now a sizable 17-point advantage. Robbinsville had cut it to 6 in the third quarter. Ball stolen away now by the Braves. Well, this is dangerous. Time is nigh in this ball game. Jacqueline Chickalilly will rebound it. Good pass at the last second to Ellen Elms, realizing she wasn't going to have a good look at it. Elms misses it, though. Rebound results in a jump ball. That'll be called on Hazley Driver. So she reached over the bat. 3:48 left in the ball game, and Cherokee has opened up 17-point lead. And another basket has opened up a 19-point deficit for Robbinsville, who has been held scoreless in this quarter. Ellen Elms over chunks of three. Cherokee more than willing to be there to clean it up. Regain possession. Stamper overshoots her layup attempt, rebounded by Elms. Travel called. Elms tonight, 4 steals, 4 rebounds. Points are not always the thing that matters. And on the rebound, foul called. So the proceedings interrupted, but foul will be assessed. Zaylee Chicklilly, quick feed Back in and out. Maya Winfrey for 2. First assist of the night for Nelms. And that gives Maya Winfrey 4 points for Robbinsville. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Cherokee has opened up an advantage where at this moment in time they can literally just crawl through the rest of this, sleepwalk through it, almost the end of the buzzer. And there's not going to be a darn thing that can be done about it unless Robbinsville can pick and steal about 10 times. Fans, it was a close one to start with, back and forth. Cherokee has maintained the advantage throughout the ball game. Robbinsville scored first. Cherokee put up 7 in response and has stayed one step ahead since. Raby finally drives in with 1:06 to go and draws a foul. Robbinsville did cut it down to a 6-point deficit the third quarter, but that's as close as they have came to a rally. And Hazley Driver has fouled out of the ball game, so she'll be hitting the bench. McKinley Adams will be checking in her place. And it'll be another chance for the Braves. 58 seconds to go. High arcing foul shot. Second one will drop. Cherokee will break the 40-point threshold in this ball game. Two for Zaylee Chickalilly, lighting the ball game. This goes to Leah Wolf. That's her second of the ball game. And another foul called. Robbinsville fouling. This is a point in the game where you normally just do it to try to keep your hopes alive about maybe possibly rallying back. Take a miracle at this point for the Lady Knights to pull that off. And that's with all due respect to Robbinsville. Whereas 41-24, my apologies. Rebounded off the rim by Cherokee. Henley Adams is stuck in the middle. Mark Cox in the game now. Another foul call with 22 seconds left. Brooke Cox will pull down the rebound. Robbinsville's final spurt coming here. Maya Winfrey will overshoot it. Rebounded by the Braves. Brooke Cox will break it up with 8.2 left. Three-pointer's going to miss. Putback will also miss. My Winfrey's got the rebound. She has got no time to get to the other end of the floor. Cherokee will pick up a 41-24 victory here at Robbinsville Elementary. And stay with us, fans. The boys' game will follow in just a short. You're watching GramStarSports.com.
Starting lineup show the benches.
All right, fans, we are set to go with the middle school boys game here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Two points on the other end for Cherokee will get the offense jump started. Ball will be inbounded underneath the Braves basket. And it's snagged away by Carson Snyder. And a quick swat on the rebound attempt will end the proceedings. And he'll draw the foul. Basket should have counted. 2-2 ball game. Snyder's at the line to shoot, but they're trying to figure out the foul call over on the bench. And away we go. Go ahead bucket for Carson Snyder will make it a 3-2 ball game here in the first. Drive inside, rebounded by Carson Snyder. Ball bounces in and out, rebounded by the Braves. Quick passes. Braden Allison tried to time some athleticism and bumped him instead. And the ball snuffed away from Snyder and dumped off by Jordan Panther for 2. Braves back ahead. Game was lopsided at Cherokee the first time it was played, so needless to say, Knights hoping for a different outcome. Jenkins went for a block and got called for a foul instead, and a look of utter disbelief on his face after the foul was called. Kevin Inslee and the rest of the Graham Star Sports Network crew on hand for tonight's telecast. Bella Eddings and the most comfortable shoes in the world. Kyla Garland on the floor right now taking photographs for us. And the newcomer herself, Lexi Anderson, helping us out with camera here tonight. Jacob Jackson going for his second attempt here. And he'll miss both, but it's a quick rebound for Hunter McMillan. Cherokee maintains possession here in the first quarter. Quick passes all around. It's a three-pointer. It'll be off. Putback will not. Panther gets 2 more. It's 6-3. And it's a mad fight for possession. Basket pass, quick feeds all around. Cherokee's got it again. It's off. It goes out to Martins. No dice. Rebounded by Trevor Jenkins. That'll be his first board of the ball game. Quick possession taken back by Cherokee. And 2 for Carter Stevens will make it an 8-3 ball game. Cherokee once again snags it away. 2 more in the hole for Mr. Jackson. 10-3 start for Cherokee. Timeout called by Jonathan Allison. Let's take it with him, fans, here on the Graham Star Sports Network. (10-3) here in the first quarter with 3:45 left to go. In our opening stanza, Kevin Hensley with you along with the rest of the crew, bringing it on here live and in living color from Robbinsville Elementary for what should be our final telecast of 2024. We are still awaiting final yay or nay on whether or not we'll go live at North Buncombe on Friday for varsity basketball, who's currently, by the way, at Hiawassee Dam tonight. 2 more for Jackson. He's dominating here in the first quarter. It's 12-3 score. They get 14-3. Us just struggling to keep up here, or so it seems. Rebound for Landon Silver as it's swatted out of bounds. First quarter sponsor for the boys matchup here is RCM, or as we know them here in Graham County, Robbinsville Custom Molding. Only points of the ball game for Robbinsville is a 3-point play for Carson Snyder, who's got the ball now. Dumps it off to David Guzman. Jenkins backs out for a long-range 3. It's going to be off. And despite the hustle, that'll be the end of the proceedings. Dayton Weaver tried to save it but could not do so. Cleanup job will be successful. And Cherokee is wide open right now, 16-3 here in the first quarter. And a travel called. Cherokee will get it back. Offensive charge is called. Good take by Trevor Jenkins. Grayson Ledford bumped to the ground, and Jenkins is ready for it. Weaver tried a quick go-around for the inbound, couldn't get it done. Braves are still trying to press here, and it's pretty darn successful. As you can see from the score, floater in there for 2, no dice, putback, no dice. And the Braves are fighting over the ball themselves. I'll just stay out of the middle of the scrum there, boys. Save your bodies. 18-3. $1:59 to go. Well, that was some keen court awareness on display there by Hunter McMillan. Knew he was going to be able to maintain his balance in bounds, and he stole the ball away and then just slagged it off of Mr. Weaver. Make sure Cherokee kept possession. The 3-pointer will be off the rim. It's rebounded by Braden Allison. That's his first board tonight. Can he go coast to coast with it? He cannot. Braves are having no trouble with that. Carter Stevens for 2. And the visitors are running away with this one here in the first quarter. Allison to Jenkins. Snyder searching for a good option. Something's got to give here in the first quarter, and that's not going to be it. Oh, it was kind of batted away, so Knights will continue on. Dayton Weaver looking for some open room and finds Trevor Jenkins. Snyder comes and takes it away. He tries an inside pass. Can't get it there. Gramstar Sports' own Kyla Garland will grab the loose ball. Arson Snyder will go back to the line for the second time tonight. As we said, he accounts for literally every bit of the offense that Robbinsville has had so far. And he will miss off the back of the rim. And he'll split the difference, makes his second one. 16-point ball game. Kick is to inbound it. 58 seconds to go. And they continue to try to break the press. And 2 for Weaver. Sorry, fans, we're trying to figure out what the dispute is here on the floor. Well, I do see what the issue is now that they've corrected it. So the clock somehow pulled off a little quantum leap move, went from 47 seconds to 11. And you can't jump this time-space continuum, so that's 31 seconds worth of it. 36 seconds, excuse me. Moving on. Action resumes. Weaver rebounds. Here's Snyder working his way up the floor. Weaver puts it up. It'll be off. It's rebounded by the Braves on McMillan. And a huge denial by Trevor Jenkins. 3 out of the corner, no dice. Snyder gets the board. His third tonight. And that shot's not going to make it anyhow. We'll go to the second, fans. It is 20-6. And the advantage lies in favor of Cherokee. Stay with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball is upon us here on GramstarSports.com. It's 20-6 as you watch our exclusive free live stream right here on the Gramstar YouTube channel. And the ball bumped away by the legendary Micah York. Robbinsville basketball. Snyder trying to work his way out of a one-on-one press matchup. Knights get across half court. Guzman being flanked by a man and a half, Mr. Grayson. Ball stolen away. And the charge is called. Guzman taking one for the team, as we say. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. We're enjoying bringing it to you as we're back with our second quarter sponsor. We've rotated through all 5 of our year-long friends. We're back to Blevins Insurance Agency. During our sponsor loop, fans, you'll see live during breaks, there is a graphic that will flash on the screen for about 10 seconds and will tell you how you can join the team. There's always time to join as a sponsor of Gramstar Sports and what we do. Your contributions will help us go on the air, especially during the playoffs if we have to pay any live stream fees during the season. And, of course, you'll be able to promote your business well over hundreds of times throughout a given year. It's a win-win for everybody involved. Let us help you promote your business. Give my ad rep, Debbie Dills, a call at the Gramstar office for more details. 0 for 2 trip. Foul called on David Guzman. Wow. I stand corrected. It was on Grayson. My sincerest apologies. Grayson Ledford was called on that foul. The way Guzman reacted, I thought he was called on it. And there's 2 for Micah York. You can see Micah York getting the field goal column. Ball stolen by Allison. It's going to be overshot. Tempo quickens. Guzman fights with every fiber of his being to get the board. But he got it. And now we're going to settle things down a little bit. Inside feed, Grayson Ledford doesn't have to do much to run a screen. Foul called. Trevor Jenkins will tag back in for Guzman. 5:15 to go in the second quarter. And the Braves, by hook or by crook, get that ball into the interior. And they'll deliver on the punch. That was number 23, Jacob Jackson, on the basket. After having a good first quarter, he's kind of been held back in this period. Well, the horse got ahead of the cart that time. Jordan Panther tried to pass it down the court to Carter Stevens, and that didn't go too well. 3 for Snyder is in and out. Holy cow. Ball had a weird spin on it. Carter Stevens has no problem bumping it up 2 more for the Braves. It's 25-8 here in the second. And there's a tray that'll get things rolling. Make it a 2, I beg your pardon. And Robbinsville finally in double digits. Snyder will steal it away. Landon Silvers. Can't forget about the press. No one can. Allison for 3 is in. "60-second timeout called by the Black Knights." You're watching the Gramstar Sports Network. Back live, and that's the first of 2. Apologize for the audio issue there. We got it resolved as quick as we could. Wire jiggles loose and chaos ensues. Sorry about that. It is 26-13. We're live in HD. Beautiful 1080p. If it's not 1080, it's not us. Been a great setup. Appreciate everything we can do to collaborate here with Graham County Schools to bring you youth, middle school, and high school sports on the Gramstar Sports Network. Jordan Panther at the foul line will make his first. Exactly 3 minutes to go before halftime. Two-for-two trip, and Cherokee has a 15-point advantage. Knights came into this season as the defending Smoky Mountain Conference champions. They won it all last year, ran 16-0 across the table, tournament and all, to earn the top bragging rights. But they lost a stud class to the high school ranks. You can watch them on our JV coverage when we're able to go live for junior varsity games. They are lighting up the scoreboard at the JV level as we expected them to. But what we have on the floor right now, for example, is 1 8th grader, that's Trevor Jenkins, who has the ball and will make good use of it. Another assist for Snyder. That is his 3rd of the ball game. And the rest of the kiddos out there in uniform are 7th grade superstars. So there's some development to be done. There's a healing curve, I guess we'll put it in those terms. 30-15. Landon Silvers, Snowbird standout, will unfortunately cough it up on that possession and pluck it out of bounds for good measure, even though it was going to go out either way. Silvers just kind of expedited the exit process. Say that 5 times fast. Three out of the corner. Nothing but net for Mr. Panther. 33-15 Braves. Allison's tripped as it goes across half court. Neshoba Tuska on the inadvertent collision. .147 left to go here in the half. Oh. And how about a 3 in response? Bringing a shootout here in the gym. Allison's second 3 of the half. Give the A to Jenkins. And a foul is called. As the sports schedule just flies by year-round, year-in, year-out, it seems like at any moment we'll be freezing to death on the baseball and softball fields when the spring sports season beckons us outdoors. By the time it gets warm enough to enjoy ourselves, the year will be over. We will be with you alternating as best we can between baseball and softball. We would like to continually grow our crew here at Graham Star Sports and even reach a point where we can have simultaneous broadcasts so you never have to miss a minute of Knights athletics. That's going to take a huge operation, but you can help us grow our team today. Stop by the Graham Star office for details. We'd love to have you. 0 for 2 trip at the line. Micah York will toss it in. 1:10 left to go in the first half. And it's a fight on the floor. Winner, Cherokee, will have possession. Low pass. It's good, though. 35-18. 47 seconds left in the first half. Boy, Allison airs it out. Jump ball will stay with Robbinsville. You find coverage of this game and every middle school game, plus varsity, of course. We got the greatest sports coverage around in the Graham Star each and every week. Coming up in this week's edition, we look back at more Christmas hijinks around Graham County. The Christmas parade, of course, was this past Saturday night. The cookie crawl was Saturday afternoon. There has been a Christmas extravaganza. Santa Claus landed on the football field. No, that's not an incorrect misnomer. That's actually something that happened. And, of course, we got all the best coverage of the community here in Robbinsville Around, your hometown newspaper since 1955. You rock, Lexi. Thank you. Lexi's running our camera over here for us for the boys' game. Lexi was only an hour and a half late to work today, so that's all right. The girl can't drive yet, so she's got a good excuse. Silvers fights his way out. Snyder to Allison. It's out. And the first half has drawn to a close. 35-19 is going to be the way we go into the break. Stay with us. We'll be back in 5 on the Graham Star Sports Network. All right, fans, welcome back. It's the third quarter of action. You're watching GrahamStarSports.com. Cherokee leading Robbinsville in our nightcap. Final broadcast 2024. Rebound by Micah York. Feed inside of Trevor Jenkins for 2. 4 assists tonight for point guard Carson Snyder. And a 2 in response as Cherokee continues. Stay a few paces ahead. Basket come from Mr. Tushka. York dribbles once, drops it off. almost the backcourt, but he's able to keep his tiptoes on the right side of things. But back will be good for two. Jacob Jackson on the basket. Well, that's one way to get the pass down the floor. It will end up being an assist for York. It'll be two more for Jenkins. And the Knights are not rolling over and playing dead yet. Let's hope they play his way to the final whistle. Snyder will snag the rebound. And he'll get denied inside. Kevin Hensley alongside Bella Eddings, Kyla Garland, and Lexi Anderson for tonight's broadcast of Robbinsville Middle School basketball. Things are thriving, as the kids say these days, on the Graham Star Sports side of things. Foul's called, and it will send number 12 to the line. Gordon Panther. One for two trip. Cherokee's lead was 16 at halftime. It's 15 at the moment. So the offensives have, needless to say, woken up. But the defenses have not. Got a three for Martin. That'll take care of that. 43-25. We're already midway through the segment. Third quarter sponsor for tonight's middle school boys matchup, CM Supply. Snyder got a tip on it, but it didn't really do much to deter the trajectory of the basketball. 20-point lead now for the Braves. I often tell some of these young men and women that I cover here in Graham County that I wish I had just maybe an ounce of a tenth of a portion of their stamina. And I'd probably feel a lot better at 35. Jenkins now with 2 blocks tonight. Rebounded by Landon Silvers. And the foul's called over the back. On Jordan Panther. Peska tags in. Jenkins tries to heave it up there. Not a good clear shot with that wall that is Grayson Lambert standing in the way. Snyder from outside can't get the job done either, though, on the second chance attempt. And that one will drop out, but a foul is going to be called. Clock stops with 2:40 left in the third quarter. Timeout called by Cherokee. It'll be a 30-second pause. Just for fun, let's take it with them. We'll be right back. And that'll make it 46-25 as Lee resume play here in Robbinsville. Snyder with a long two. It'll be off. Rebounded by Lambert. All the fundamentals inside. A big force to deal with for the next 4 or 5 years. Ball is officially stolen away, I guess you'd say, by Snyder. Allison more or less got a deflection there. He did get it to Snyder to get it under control. Silvers to Allison. And that pass will be interrupted as well. Foul called on the floor. It's on Dayton Weaver, excuse me. Lambert gets the basket and one. Coming up. We've said it several times tonight, fans. Robbinsville varsity is at Hiawassee Dam this evening for a 3-game set. And until they get back out into the land of cell phone service, we will not have any updates from Hiawassee Dam. We'll get those to you on our social media just as quickly as we can. Lambert misses them one, but it's cleaned up by Tushka. He'll miss. Guzman will pull down his second rebound. Allison draws the foul. And it's on Tushka. Allison will wad it up. Also down substantially now, unfortunately, a 23-point deficit in this ball game. Just cannot slow down this Cherokee attack. They are big, they are strong, they are fast, they are disciplined. One for two trip to the line for Allison here in the third quarter. Rebound will be put back. Nene. Guzman has got it. Allison with a long three. He measured it out nicely, but it's off his target. And that layup's going to go awry. Tipped. And it'll roll out of bounds. Last touch by Robbinsville. Lambert for two. Landon Silver's fighting for it. Can't get it. And the corner two will get the job done. It's a 24-point game. .6 left in the third quarter. And that was the fifth foul on Robbinsville in this period. So Cherokee will be shooting two here in the waning seconds. Well, it was going to be a two-shot foul, but the officials changed their mind. Alrighty then. I don't know anymore. Snyder three at the buzzer. It's going to be off. Oh, man. How it flirted with the rim. 50-26 Cherokee. One more quarter left in front of us, and you're in the right place for it on the Graham Star Sports Network. We are back for the fourth quarter of action here in Graham County. Cherokee starts it off with a basket. and has doubled its advantage over Robbinsville. Allison 3 again. No dice. And a quick last second feed is going to be off. Put back. Also off. Ball goes out. Last touched by the Braves. Carson Snyder. Low fade to York. Back to Snyder. Over in the corner to Jenkins. He gets greeted immediately, so that broke up those plans. Drew him off for a moment. Shucks him. It's going to be an air ball. Allison will clean it up. And it'll be a Robbinsville inbound. Snyder 2. And putback will be successful. 54-30 here in our final period of the night. It is the fourth quarter. I don't know why school board didn't update when I pressed it a minute ago, but there we go. Now we're set up. And Cherokee tacking on plenty of insurance here in the final stages. Three for Micah York will be off. Snyder will just take it away inside. Well, that's one way to get the ball back. Just strip it. And he'll pull off some sweet, sweet maneuvers to get the transition basket. And that one's in and out. Jenkins rebounds. Jenkins with 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, an assist, and 6 points here tonight for Robbinsville. Boy, the game is just flying by at this point. Neither team, as we said earlier, not really able to slow down the momentum of the other, but the score is so high for Cherokee that Robbinsville just have to shut everything down to even cut into the deficit. And the way things are going, that's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, it looks like some of our younger reserves are going to come in for the Black Knights. And a few for Cherokee as well. Four minutes to go. Jackson for 2. It'll be off. It'll be rebounded eventually by Guzman. And a long chunk will be in and out. Rebounded nicely, though. And a foul is called. It's Camden Driver has snagged the board. A few more fresh Braves check in as this one begins to wind down. Fans, as I mentioned earlier, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube for the latest Black Knight and Lady Knights updates from and around Graham County, North Carolina. That will include any updates on varsity games tonight, whether we'll be streaming Friday. You can also read the Graham Star. We should have an answer on that in plenty of time for publication this week. And there is a chance for a three-point play. Guzman gets the basket and draws the foul. 3:12 left to go. And that one is dribbled off the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound and just makes it a by golly 4-point play. 30-second timeout call by Robbinsville. We'll step aside with them on GrahamStarSports.com. Putback will be good for Cherokee. It is 60-36 here in the fourth quarter. And look at Camden Driver getting in there with a steal. Guzman will draw the foul. Layup broken up, but he'll have a chance to do some damage anyway. 2:28 left to play. Guzman goes 1 for 2. Rebound by Guzman. And the three-pointer from Mr. Wolf will be no good. 1:56 left to play. Off the side of the rim. Driver running point or driving the offense. Needless to say, an errant pass will end the proceedings. Travel called. Driver is struggling with ball control. And a pick to the other end, no good. Junk ball call with 57 seconds to play. It will be Cherokee basketball. Rebound by Mr. Wolf. .8 remaining here in this ball game. And the ball popped up. Driver, sort of gets it back. Does get it back. It's turning into a demolition derby on the floor, fans. My goodness. Oh, and the shot looked like it might have actually been a miracle and went in. Rebounded by the Braves. 18 seconds to play. No dice. Five seconds to go. Garber with a desperate heave. That will not find the hole. Final score, Cherokee 62, Robbinsville 37. For all of us here at the Graham Star Sports Network, we want to thank you for joining us here tonight for our free telecast of Robbinsville Middle School basketball. And we hope to see you Friday. If that's not the case, we will see you after January 1. Have a great holiday season, everyone. And Roberts has blistered it to left center field. And it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He may go the way